Savant Ascent, 45 hours? I was sure I had put in more time than that. I played a lot less time on this than I thought I did.
Jump.
I hope this grabs it.
I can make my...
Yes.
I can make... Huh! I did not know that.
You can make your own faction in the game.
Ooh, that's nifty.
Oh, that's really cool.
There we go. Let's turn that down a bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna call them the Disms. They will be a proud people.
1920 by 1080, cool. Endless mode, yes.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't get flagged for like copyright violation because this
What are you playing?
Savant Ascent.
I don't know that one.
One of my probably my favorite electronic artist is Savant, and
Oh right, no, you were telling. Never mind. You put him in the Discord a couple times.
yeah, and
Yeah, no, yeah, I used him for some of my intro music. So yeah, I like his piratey stuff. Until it gets way too techno-y, then it becomes a little too much.
a lot of his stuff is electronic, but
I kind of have a hard time with that music sometimes. It gets very basic bitchy for me.
oh holy shit, the music is still loud, or louder than I wanted. Okay, let's turn that back down.
So what are you playing?
Oh, I'm playing his game.
I didn't know you had a game.
He had a game developed in conjunction with D-Pad Studios, the same ones who did Owlboy.
I don't know that one either.
Oh, you should look that up.
Owlboy?
Owlboy, yes. Boy, this is still way too fucking loud.
Should turn it down. I feel like.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how to run your life, but I feel like that would help the problem. So,
If you get a chance, you should watch that video I posted up in the Armory. It turns out that Cyberpunk 2077 just may be the most RPG game that we've ever had in video game form ever.
Huh.
No, it's kind of awesome sounding. I guess the developers were even like, no, be prepared to spend your first couple of hours making your character because of how detailed the character creation is.
Huh.
All the NPCs in the world are actually like their own beings. They're all doing stuff, like how you're doing stuff in the world. They show off like a whole thing where, I guess they showed off a thing where they tried to call one of the characters and they didn't pick up for a while, and then they tried calling like on a third time and then they picked up pissed because they bugged them.
Because they what?
Because they bugged them.
Oh.
Like calling the other times when they didn't pick up because they were busy. And all I can do is just sit back and be like, I've never been torn apart by an NPC before. I guess like all the missions, they're not so much like how in Skyrim they're like, so you need to get to A to Z. So here's A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E. This one's more like, so you need to get to Z, and you fucking figure that out. Because, from what I understand, there are going to be lots of different ways to complete your quests. I think it's kind of cool, actually.
That to me, that's important, having options. I mean,
Oh no, I guess the game, like in itself, is just like it's in a destructible environment.
That's
everything
cool.
Everything can be absolutely broken down, all the way down to just like walls in a house. I guess you can shoot up walls in a house, or buildings, or wherever the fuck you are. You actually have to go home at the end of the day, and then every time you start a new day, you have to like pick out your outfit and your what you're gonna wear as like your weapons and stuff for that day. So it actually gives you like a fucking reason to go home.
That's cool.
I guess it'll even give you not like quick time events, but like events in which you're going to have to pick what you're going to do sometimes in the middle of action points. So then like throughout the game you are making choices.
Huh.
And everything you do completely shapes the world, or you know, the situations that you're gonna find yourself in later. Yeah, no, this game seriously is gonna be like the most RPG thing we've ever had in our lives so far. It's a first-person shooter, or quote-off-quote shooter. I guess there's going to be a massive amount of different types of weapons and different types of things that you can do because you're in a cyberpunk universe. So basically, everybody's like augmented and stuff, and you can do the same, all the way down to having like robot parts wherever the fuck you want them.
Haha, perfect. Jackhammer penis.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I think it's kind of awesome. It's a very ambitious game, and I'm kind of stoked that apparently this was all all shown in like a demo conference.
Now, that's the same team that did The Witcher, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
So I really like this idea for this game, because I'm like, you know what? Even though I'm not so much of a cyberpunk theme kind of a person, I can get down with this.
This is something the industry has needed for a long while, and as long as they keep up with it, which I have high hopes, because thus far this company has had phenomenal follow-through. Like, when they say they're going to do something, they fucking do it. So, you know... Yeah, the Witcher series has not been something I've been that on top of. And I'm not saying it's bad.
It's amazing.
I know it's...
The third one is really good.
I'm not saying it's bad. It just hasn't really been my thing. But the thing is, the company is, like I said, follow through, right? Whenever they go and they say, hey, I'm going to do this, they do it. And... they've consistently been growing and figuring out...
They've earned their trust, basically. They've earned the gamers' trust very well.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. So, you know, I'm really hoping they don't go and drop the ball right now. Well, I mean, obviously everybody is, right?
I mean, it even looks like Ubisoft is getting the trust back, too.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially, hang on. They started to turn it around, though, with, like, a Black Flag. And then they got a lot better when like Assassin's Creed Origins came out, and then you had the Mario Bunnies thing, which I guess was popular. Not my thing, but I guess a lot of people liked it.
Oh yeah, Rabbids.
Like Ubisoft's actually been doing really fucking good, and they haven't been putting out a bunch of mess games like they had a track record of doing there for a while.
Man,
I mean, granted, a lot of stuff they're doing now is like really ambitious, but you know what? They have the funds to do so, and I'm willing to watch.
Yeah, and that's been one of the big things that's been, you know, the biggest disappointment with, you know, you can name any one of dozens of development companies that are like, oh man, it's so hard to make a game, it costs so much money, you don't understand. And then you have the company that's making The Witcher, like, guys, we have nowhere near your level of income, and we're kicking your ass, so what's your fucking excuse, right? And the bottom line is it isn't.
I don't even think Project Red is even considered a AAA publisher. I think they're considered still to be an indie publisher.
They are! That's my point, though, is like...
Yeah, they're an indie publisher, and they put more work into their games than most AAA publishers. I know, it's bad.
And the big issue is the AAA publishers, they're saying it costs this much money, and they're either mismanaging it, or they're like, currently, being in a small business, you know, I can go and, if I go to lunch with somebody, if I have a reason to say that it was a business meeting, the lunch becomes a tax write-off.
Huh.
That's one of the benefits of being an independent business owner.
Nice.
Like, when I went up north for Alex's going away party, when he was heading to the to New York.
Still against. He should have never went. Why didn't anybody stop him?
Well, I mean,
No, I'm just being-
there's big money there. You know, you can't argue with that. So the whole thing is like the entire trip there and back was a tax write-off for me because I took care of a computer problem while I was there. So, however many hundreds of miles I put on my vehicle, it was a house call. Man,
Nice.
you know, it's dumb, but it works. So the question becomes, like, you know, if you have these large companies that are doing this, how many times are they eating out? Or, I mean, like, dude, if you have potential investors that you want to entertain and, like, discuss with, you can spend money taking them to dinner and to a strip club and you name it, and it's all tax deductions.
Nice.
And you know, I don't know if these companies are doing this or not, but when they're saying they're investing this much money, either they're getting people who are incompetent, or they're literally so big they don't know how to manage their employees, or, simply put, it's just straight up bullshit.
Right.
Whatever the case, again, you have this small company that is doing work superior to theirs. There is literally no fucking excuse. And that's, honestly, that's why E3 rolls around, and the only thing I was really excited about was Smash Ultimate, because, like, they basically addressed everything that had gone wrong in the previous games and went like, hey, we fucked up, you know what, we're fixing all of this. Let's bring everything back, let's make this good. Let's try to, you know, take care of our fuck-ups before we go and, like, try to go nuts with a bunch of new characters. You know, that's kind of a good idea, because don't get me wrong, everybody likes the roster, right? Like, having all the different characters is what makes Melee fun. Mostly. The thing is, like, you can have all the characters you want, but it doesn't matter if the game doesn't fucking work the way it's supposed to, does it?
No.
So that's why, with Smash Ultimate, their first thing was like, okay, let's make the priority of bringing back the old ones, because we already have the coding for it, and let's refine the way the game plays. You know, that is the way things should be taken care of. You can have all the bells and whistles you want. Like, there was this one day I worked on this dude's computer, and what was it? Like, the bottom line was his motherboard was toast. And I didn't...
That sucks.
Yeah, no, there's this line of HPs that there was a manufacturer defect where over time they would overheat and cause the motherboard to break down. Anyway...
How could you not sue them for that?
They did a product recall, but the thing is they weren't very open about the product recall. So, I mean, they technically did what they had to legally in order to remedy it, but because not many... No, it is, and that's one of the reasons why, like, when people go, like, what kind of computer, like, well, if it's a desktop, I say, let me just build it, you're going to be better off. But if it's a laptop, you know, I can't custom build laptops, so they go, well, what manufacturer should I go with? And I tell them, you know, there are a few that I like, but bottom line, do not do Dell or HP, because those are the guys that'll fuck you over time after time after time. They don't give a shit.
I thought Dell's gotten better.
A little bit, but they're still shifty. I like their peripherals, like their monitors, their keyboards, their speakers, but I don't like their computers, and I absolutely fucking hate their printers. Their printers are garbage, and they actually don't even make their own printers. Their printers are Lexmark printers that are rebranded as Dell's.
I learned something today.
Anyway, so, yeah, HP has been... Well, even their printers are going to garbage. HP's printers, which, of course, is what they started with. They're just...
Oh, hang on 1 second, okay?
Sure. Oh, well, I ate that one. Oh, I fucked up that run. Let's see how far I make it. I mean, it's still early. I can pull it out. Unfuck it. Oh, sorry.
I'm back.
Hey there.
Hello.
Anyway, so I took a look at this guy's laptop, and I was like, yeah, your motherboard's fucked. You know, there's a thing that happens. The video chip overheats, and then everything breaks apart. You know, I'm sorry. But on the plus side, you know, I cleaned your laptop for you. And he just kind of sighed, and he was like, what the fuck is the point of having the laptop clean if I can't use it? I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm just trying to, like, be nice and, you know, take care of what you do have. You know, if you can find somebody else. What I boil down to is, like, if you can get the motherboard somewhere, then fine. But at least my resources, they're going to be too expensive. You're going to have the same problem. But it's the same thing with certain games. They can be as pretty as you like. They can have whatever features you want. But if they don't fucking work, there's no purpose.
Forgot how cool this game is. For a turn-based strategy game, it's kind of thick with story.
And that's definitely something that needs to have.
For technically something that's supposed to take place over, like, what I think, like, each turn's supposed to be, like, 10 years or something.
That's intense.
So, like, the shit you do, like, you have to plan your things carefully. I'm playing The Forgotten, and I fucking love this race. They're so much fun to play. I kind of suck with them, but they're fun. Oh, great! I already encountered another minor faction. Fucking fantastic. Who are you? The Irises. Ew, what are you?
Kill him
Vine
quickly.
Snake. They are the Vine Snake people. These beings are large and formidable multi-headed Hydra. They have
Oh.
hands with claws capable of manipulating tools, but tend to fight with their large, fearsome jaws and teeth.
Makes sense.
It typically viviparous. What the fuck is that word?
What?
Viviparous.
Vivaporous?
There you go. No, that's not vivaporous because it's a VIVI. Wouldn't it be vivi or VV?
VIVI. What's the rest?
PAROUS.
VIVIP. VIVIPAROUS?
Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up this fucking word. I'm gonna add it to my fucking vocabulary if I can figure it out.
Viviparious. It sounds.
That could be it too. Oh shit, it's a word. Okay. Viviparious. Adjective of an animal, in parentheses. Bringing forth live young that have developed inside the body of the parent.
Okay, so that means they either have wombs or they're like the snakes who lay eggs internally and then birth the young after they've developed.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. That's gross. Anyways, this fact has caused them to develop villages and social structures. So they are intelligent. Well, that's good. That means I can reason with them.
Ouch! Ugh.
I am not excited about running into these people.
Have you seen the toads that carry their eggs in their back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have they... oh my god. They have added a lot to this game since I played it. It's not even a new game. Like, this game released fully a while ago. It has a lot of DLC, but they're constantly adding shit to it.
That's good. That's good.
Like, just free shit. They're just like, here. We did this. Tempest. Yay. Finally, there is now, like, Sea War.
Oh.
Oh, that's a thing. Who the fuck are these people? Oh. Oh, it's my... okay.
Ooh,
I
goodness.
need to make a city.
Oh, a bunch of the liquor settled at the bottom of my glass. That was, whew.
Well done.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I am,
They throw up.
No, I'm nowhere near there, thankfully. Tomorrow I need to get up at a reasonable hour to cook tri-tip, take that over to my girlfriend's father's place for Father's Day.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna get a refill and a smoke.
Go for it.
So I will be back in a few minutes.
Righteous. Alright. Holy shit. Oh, no, not too fast. Cool. Not a bad start. Oh, I found him. I got my 30 dust back. Alright, so I found a coast, so that's good. Alright, so... Okay. Well, good news, I found them. Oh, this is gonna be epic large. Alright, so...
And I'm back. Still there?
Hi!
Oh, hey.
Yes. Ooh, I have a little? Oh, she's already got him on. Fast. Does she? No, I buy these. I'm nuts. Okay, so what does she got right now? She's got swords. Oh, yeah, a really cool thing in this game. You get so you get these hero characters and they work like RPG characters. Like you have to actually like get them gear and shit. in weapons, and it affects how they do stuff and how capable they are in war, or how capable they are at governing your city.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really fun strategy game. I don't play it often because it is also very long.
I get that. That was one of the things that in this one I was telling you about, Battle for Westnoth. Like all the characters, any character you hire on can level up, and if you have one that's doing well for you, I mean, it's a little bit randomized what abilities they'll spawn with, but if you continue to carry them from like battle to battle to battle, they'll actually they'll become a different class, and they'll get better abilities and weapons. So the fewer losses you can take in a battle, the better off you'll be in the long run.
Nice.
Earlier I was telling Kiriko how this evening my girlfriend and I had just watched The Hitman's Bodyguard. Have you seen that?
No.
It was alright. It was pretty good. Character development could have gone a little better, but all in all, I liked it. And one of the things, the guy who's the bodyguard, his kind of catchphrase is "boring is best."
Huh.
Because when you're trying to keep people alive, that's the thing, right? Like, you err on the side of caution.
Right.
Which, you know, in a game, sometimes can be a little bit, you know, whatever. But for things like, you know, Fortnite, I mean, that's my jam. You know, be sneaky, be cautious. Proceed forward. When you need to wipe people out, go for it. But it's better to avoid a battle when you can.
Yeah. Well, yes. It depends for me, though. I like to attack, but just more of a patient with it.
I mean, it's also a matter of, you know, attack of opportunity, right? Like, when I've watched, you know, like when I've been eliminated and I watch other players go through there, the number of times I've seen, like, somebody just get jumped out of fucking nowhere because somebody else was waiting for their moment. Like, you know, when you have the kill, then go for it. But, you know, make sure you have it, first off. And make sure you're not compromising yourself when you're doing that.
Right.
Because there have been a few points where you have some fucker up on a mountaintop, and, you know, he'll snipe somebody, and then he waits for, you know, the next person to go into his crosshairs, and he gets sniped because, well, now somebody knew where he was.
Already my turnover.
Huh?
Oh, I was talking to myself. I was wondering if it was already my turnover because I was looking at stuff. I didn't realize how fast time went.
That's another thing that I like about Battle of Westnoth, or Battle for Westnoth, is there are options where you can, like, you know, watch everybody take their turn. Or when your turn is done, the game just, like, takes a minute to calculate what everybody else does for theirs, and then it just proceeds. So
Nice.
it minimizes your wait time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's not your turn, like, it's not like you can counterattack or anything. Everything just happens.
Or that doesn't look like it's gonna be fun.
If it doesn't, then it probably isn't.
Yeah, no. Hopefully, it stays in the ocean. It doesn't come towards my island.
So, I mean, you've got a chance to play Supreme Commander. Have you tried Planetary Annihilation yet, or have you just seen, like, the gameplay?
Yes, I have.
You have what?
I have seen it.
But have you played it?
No, I
Okay.
don't have it. I don't.
Well, you don't have Supreme Commander either, but you played it,
No.
right?
No, I just know what it is.
Oh, you haven't played either of them, okay.
Yes.
I mean, they've got similar gameplay to each, but a little bit different from what you have seen. Which one do you think is more your jam?
Hang on.
Oh, I fucked that one up. Woo! Close. Bang, bang, bang! I love you, kitchen gun!
What was the name of the game? Not Supreme Commander.
Planetary Annihilation? I mean, they're both RTSs. Supreme Commander takes place on a map. 2D map. I mean, it's a 3D game, but when I say 2D, I mean that it's just literally like, here's a map, you know? Oh, motherfucker. Oh, well. And you move across it accordingly, like you would, you know, a map. The thing about Planetary Annihilation is you can have multiple planets in a solar system,
Oh, cool.
and you can jump between them. And the planets are literal... Ouch. Planets. Oh, I fucked up there. The planets are literal planets, which means they're a sphere.
Oh, cool. So you have to like create a civilization on those worlds.
Well, not a civilization.
Constructs.
Yeah, I mean, you have a whole economy, and you're trying to, like... But the thing is, like, okay, in a 2D map, if you're in the, like, bottom right-hand corner of the map, then you know that things can only come from, like, the north and the west, right?
Right.
But because this is a sphere, there is no corner. You're always can be attacked from any side.
Right.
Or from space.
No, that's really interesting. I've never. Yeah.
Or from space. You can always have
Yeah.
an enemy just go and launch, like, capsules that have units in them, and they just crash to the planet's surface and then start attacking you. Or ones that even stay up in orbit and, like, drop mines.
Huh.
And if you don't have, you know, like, there's, you know, air-to-ground units and ground-to-ground units, but this one has, like, ground-to-space units. So it's like, if you haven't built, you know, some sort of a cannon that can attack in space, and somebody builds, like, a satellite to start shooting you, good luck, motherfucker. You better figure out how to deal with that real fucking fast, or you're gonna have a bad time.
Right.
Oh, and you can build Death Stars.
Oh, I'm totally in then.
Because, like, you can, there are these mechanized planets. If you manage to locate one, you need to take control of it. You need to build, like, every mechanized planet has a certain number of reactors it needs, and it has set reactor points. And if you build reactors on those points, then it goes and, it becomes a Death Star. I mean, that's all there is to it. Giant beam, brrr, and eliminate other shit.
Fun.
Also, you can build rockets on moons and just fly the fucking moon into another planet.
I like that game.
Okay.
That sounds
They all have the same bottom line too, and that is, like, it doesn't matter how many units you
Win.
destroy or production, you know, whatever. As soon as you take out the commander, that team is down.
chop off the head is.
Yeah, you know, there's no element of, like, well, you need to destroy all the SCVs and all the command centers. No, you take out the commander, army fucking dies. End of story. And I like that. It's kind of like chess, you know, you still have this one vulnerability you have to protect, which usually is, like, the most powerful unit on your map. It's like chess, but instead of having to take out the king, you had to take out the queen. So it's a high-risk, high-reward type thing, you know?
Right.
Another cool thing is they have gas giants. You cannot land on the gas giants, obviously.
Right.
But
I was gonna say.
you can harvest them, though. You can build, like, orbital stations, only orbital units, but they can go and siphon off materials from the gas giant that you can use later. And all your resources are lumped together. It isn't like, well, I have this much material at this base, or I have this much material at that base. No, everything is just, like, interconnected. So if you have one planet that is rich in resources, you can be, like, mining everything there and then launching your attack from another planet.
Nice.
Ah, shit. Well, there goes that run.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Well, the thing about Savant is, you have two platforms you can move between. It isn't quite a bullet hell, I call it a turret hell. Because you have a very high rate of fire, destructive, you know, whatever. But you only have two platforms you can jump between, so it's a matter of killing enemies quickly and keeping your head on a swivel with minimum movement. And you have a multiplier. Every time you take out a wave of enemies, your multiplier increases by 1. So the way you get a high score is you go as long as you can without getting hit. Because when you do get hit, it cuts your multiplier in half, and you can take 3 hits before you lose the game. I mean, this is a game that is like maximum aggression. Keep your head on a swivel, shoot at anything that moves, know when to use your super attacks, when to charge, when to dodge, because again, your dodge is limited. and you know, do everything you can possibly to avoid taking damage. If you're going to take damage, it better be at the very beginning of the game or at the very fucking end. If you take one hit in the middle of it and it cuts your multiplier in half, then forget your highest score. It's not going to happen.
Right. Oh shit. Ha! Fuck. I forgot to do the most important fucking thing.
Rinse the rice.
No, start picking my city skills. My research. Yeah, having this going is stupid important as you're just going through. Oh god, I'm such a fucking idiot.
It happens.
I screwed that the hell up.
Ah. Oh, pardon me.
Your pardon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I switched over to beer at this point. It's like, you know, I want to maintain my buzz, but if I end up hungover tomorrow, I'm gonna... It's gonna be a bad fucking time, let me just say that.
Did not realize I could do this. It's going to allow me to cheat and just buy these things outright. Alright, well now I am back in business.
The other thing in the game, of course, is you want to take out every full wave you can before you start working on the next wave. Since your multiplier only goes up when a wave is complete,
Exciting. Oh my god! How many creatures am I gonna run into? And of course there's orcs here. Sorry, urks.
Urks.
U-R-C-E-S. Basically they're fucking orcs.
U-R-C-E... Wouldn't that be Ursus?
Yeah, I know. I mean, they look like fucking trolls, so I don't know.
I mean, like you said, they're basically orcs, but...
Yeah.
Ursus sounds funny, I like it.
Should try this game sometime if you like strategy games.
I do. As long as they're done right. If they're done poorly, I fucking hate them.
This game has a lot to go over. You could go the hard way that I went, which is just start playing and kind of gloss over the tutorial a little, only when you really needed to know something. Or you could just go through the entire tutorial in the game.
That's kind of the way Supreme Commander plays. It's like, hey, we have a tutorial for you. Here's how you harvest resources. Here's how you build a base. Here's how you make units. And here's how you lay down instructions. Good luck! And then everything else is in single-player mode. Like, you want
to... the Minotaur people. Great. I'm gonna get the dead.
Don't catch the death. That's not good for your health.
It's actually funny because when you do fight, it's a it turns into like a little battle strategy game where you have to like line up your troops on squares and have them go after certain things and use certain attacks. This game has a lot of different layers to it, and I always dug it.
Did you ever play Gemfire?
No.
That was one that Alex really liked. And they had it on Super Nintendo, on Genesis. And you had a few different kingdoms, each with their own sort of benefits. Which one you started with kind of determined whether you were on what difficulty you were running on. Aww. And uh-oh. Okay, we're good. The map is broken up into regions, and you can capture different regions which determine how much gold you get, which you can use to feed your armies, or buy more units, or whatever.
I found one of the other players. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I'm not excited about this.
Oh, shit. Damn
If
it.
it's the necrophages, I'm fucked. Like, that's it. Like, it's game over for me. There's no winning. I might as well just turn in my badge.
Do you remember that big StarCraft game we had? I was playing Zerg. Everybody kept running through my area. It's just like, I'm sitting there trying to build up my base, and every time, get off my lawn! Just attack everybody as they charge through.
I remember Garrett doing the same thing with his little mob. Yeah, I remember that shit.
We had some crazy long games of that.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, some friends of mine were like, man, this is ridiculous. Like, you know, how can a game last that long? And it's like, it's not like, you know, well, I was going to say it's not like anybody was horrendously good. No, Bill was. He would kick everybody's ass.
Bill kicked everybody's butt at everything all the time, though.
No, not everything. I could still destroy him at Smash Brothers. And eventually Soul Calibur. I didn't play Soul Calibur until Soul Calibur 2. He was the one who introduced me to it. He spent the night, and we went head-to-head for... I don't know how long. Like, probably close to 6 hours straight. I lost every fucking time. And I was happy to, because, you know, there's so many other games, I was tired of winning.
Right.
And, yeah, that one, it was a fun while, and then, you know, I ended up getting the game for myself, and, after that, well...
Rest is history.
Yeah. I don't think you were there at the time, but there were several parties I went to where it was like, yeah, Alex doesn't get to touch the, doesn't get to touch any of the games, not until everybody's had a chance to play. You know, give everybody a little bit of breathing space to go and kick each other's ass before, before he wrecks them.
Oh, yeah. Nah, where is Anoia?
Anoidia?
Anoia. I need to find this place. Uh-oh. See, playing the race that I am, I get one very, very special skill
That would be?
I'm stealthy when I move.
Ah.
So my characters are not seen in the board until attacked. Yeah, they're really fucking cool. I love them. They're just really hard to play because they're really slow at first because they reject technology, so you don't really harvest any technology points, which kind of helps with some stuff.
Huh.
So you're gimped in some ways, which balances out the fact that your pieces aren't seen on the board.
Yeah.
Except for like your cities. Your cities can be found as well.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say, but that fucking makes sense.
How did you not see that city there? I don't know. It was painted in camouflage.
Damn it, Steven. Alright, is this? Oh, it is. Okay, that is the continent. Anoia. Doria? Pretty sure that's Anoia. So I have to find some person that was kidnapped. So I have to pacify a village so I can talk to them so they will give me information so I can find this other character.
Pacify sounds kind of, I don't know, harsh.
No, what do you mean?
Passive, like, negotiate, reason with? I mean, like, out of all the things, pacify sounds like, you know, hey, we're just gonna do the Genghis Khan thing. We're gonna go in with a bunch of warriors, kill half the population, and go like, hey, you know, so we're here. You want to talk? No? Okay, there's another half of what's left, so you're down to a quarter. Now do you want to talk? I mean, like, that's pacification.
Yeah. Okay, I get where you're coming from. It's more like these villages you can request to court, and if they want to hear you out, you go there and they'll be like, all right, so if you want to prove ourselves to our village and for us to see if you're trustworthy, do this for us. And then you go do the thing, and then you go back, and then they're like, all right. Sometimes they turn into some epic fucking quest lines though. Holy Jesus. I remember this one, I had to like find a weapon, and then I had to find like a fragment of a weapon, and then I had to go get it forged, and then I had to bring it back. All of this while you have to travel, because they tell you where to go on the map.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
They generally tell you. It's just finding where that place is.
Woo, that was close. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Ugh, no. No. Fuck. One little rogue enemy just flies up my ass and kills me. Be right back. Okay, I return.
Hola.
Hi.
Holy shit.
So when this whole thing went down with my business, like, I was talking to my girlfriend and I was saying, like, you know, I'm frustrated because I've dumped so much time and energy and money into, like, trying to get my business straight so I can, like, devote the time to bring people on and train them if I need to. And now it's all a fucking waste, right?
Right.
And
If you want to call it. I wouldn't call it. It's not time.
well, I mean,
It
now
ain't over till the fat lady sings.
That's true, that's true. But the thing is, like, I've been displeased with my business for years now, right? Like, I hit a point where I felt like nothing was working, I wasn't making any headway, and then I joined this referrals group, and my business started to grow, and over the course of the past 4 years, my business has, at this point, tripled. And the thing is, I'm getting more work, but I'm not really making that much more money. And that's the thing, is, like, even my girlfriend was saying, like, you know, I would like it if we could just, you know, split the bills 50-50, because, well, obviously that would be, you know, much more pleasant, but I understand you don't make as much as I do, and, you know, that's just the way it is, so, you know, you do what you can, and like, that's fine. But the thing is, she was like, you know, I see how much you work, and, like, it's just getting worse, and you're burning yourself out, and you don't really have anything more to show for it. And yeah, for the past, like, 3-4 years, I've been at the point where, like, I'm so fucking done with this. Like, everybody tells me, you know, oh, it'll grow, it'll get better, you'll make more money as it does. And technically they're right, but it's still not enough for me to live off of.
Right.
And, you know, I've been wanting to just, like, you know, hit this point where I can, you know, pursue other avenues. And when that started to open up, I was like, you know, yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't want to leave my clients high and dry the way that so many of these other guys have. And I've been putting off doing what I actually want to because I want to try and do the right thing. And, you know, when I got this news, like, part of me was frustrated, but honestly, another part of me was relieved. Because it's like, well, guess I just can't do it now. Fuck it, I'll go do what I want, right? And it is, like, one of those things that's almost like, you know, I kind of been putting off bringing on, you know, support for my business and this and that, and here I finally start going down that road and pursuing that, which if I'm going to be realistic, I was doing it because I felt it's the right thing to do, but it's going to take still another year to get everything situated because I'm going to have to train people, I'm going to need to get into a different mindset of, you know, who I send where, and rearranging my business model. And part of this almost feels like, you know, now that I finally started to, like, go down that road of, like, you know, I really don't want to, but I'll sacrifice another year because it's the right thing to do. Almost like, you know, the universe stepped in and went, you know, motherfucker, just forget it. You can't do it. Now you have no excuse. All of California's annexed. You're not moving anytime soon. Just do what you're gonna do.
Well, this sounds mighty serious.
Great
Hello
show
there.
tonight, BB.
Huh?
Said great show tonight, BB.
Thanks.
I had you up in the background the whole time. I was watching from my other monitor.
I'm so ready to go to bed.
You
Yeah,
sound
you look
like
you were
it.
starting to crash.
Definitely.
Starting yesterday, my thing has been like I was gonna hire people on as independent contractors for my business, so I could pursue other ventures and still have my clients taken care of and make a little bit of money. Because I'm kind of like out here, it's a shitty place, and computer repair really isn't profitable. I can't charge what I'm worth. Like I'm literally charging a third or less than what I should be.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So I was getting right up to this point, and I talked to my legal person, and they were like, "So you're trying to do independent contractors?" And I was like, "Yeah." And in California, there's a lot of independent contractors. Not a big deal. Employees, big deal, because you have all this. You need insurance. You need workman's comp. You need all this shit in order to make sure they're covered, right? Which I can't afford. I mean, if I'm barely, keeping the business afloat with what I'm doing, there's no way that I can bring people on board as full-on fucking employees and keep things.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, independent contractors, it sidesteps a bunch of this shit. If they want insurance, or when it comes to taxes, they take care of that themselves. It's not my problem. And don't get me wrong, I still want to pay everybody a fair wage, because I've been down the road of being treated like garbage like that. But whatever. So this person was like, "Yeah, so you do computer repair?" I went, "Yeah." "And you want your employees or your independent contractors to do computer repair?" I go, "Uh-huh." And they say you can't. Literally last month, there was this big court case that went through that changed how the law works on independent contractors. You can't hire somebody on for the main purpose of your business. I can hire on secretaries or marketing agents or somebody to do HR or all of this shit, but nobody for computer repair or what my business does.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, isn't it bullshit?
That is totally fucked up.
Well, don't get me wrong, I understand, because you have these big companies that have been going and screwing over employees, people who should be employees, and saying, well, you're going to be an independent contractor. Guess you just got to take, lower rates and, take care of all the fees yourself. Too bad. If you want to work, it's on you. And for big business, this is fine. But for small people like me, now what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, that's messed up.
So on one hand, I'm stuck in this conundrum of I don't know what to do. I can't make this work. But at the same time, it's I'm fucking tired of doing this shit. I can't make it work. So now when it comes down to talking to my clients, it's sorry, the entire fucking state cock-blocked me. Too bad. I'm gonna go do what I want.
Wow. Well, I hope you get everything all figured out and you get it squared away.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to look for insight from people I know and any clever solutions. And I'm still trying to do the right thing. But I was talking to my girlfriend earlier today.
He's making it real hard.
Huh?
But they's making it real hard.
Well, yeah, they are. They really are. And at this point, I
might just start cooking and selling meth at this point. In a video game. Hi, Twitch.
Cooking, yes. Other substances, no. No.
Alright, well, I just wanted to pop on and say hi and good night, and I'm gonna go pass the fuck out now.
Well, nice to hear your voice. Take care. Get yourself some sleep.
Oh yeah, you guys have a good night too. Enjoy your streams.
What's left of mine, anyway.
Actually, yeah. I need to start ending mine here soon because I gotta go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh no, I thought today was your Friday.
No, tomorrow's my Friday.
Oh, pardon me.
Super
Well,
excited.
either way, y'all have fun. I'll chat with you tomorrow.
Yes, talk to you tomorrow, BB.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Oh wow, that was a nice one.
Alright.
Ugh. But yeah, cooking is one of the things I'm looking at.
Nice.
Not like a restaurant, because Lindsay was actually the one who was like, dude, you have to open, like, your shit's good, your shit's really, you need to open a fucking restaurant, dude. I'm going, no. Like, do you know how much work a restaurant takes? I don't want to do
Like-
that shit.
That's too much responsibility for I make good food.
Yeah, no. So one of my things is, I think I mentioned it before, I'm working on a cookbook, not a recipe book, but a this is how you can cook book. And I'm going to be looking into getting involved in cooking competitions. Because if I can start going to some of the you know, bigger ones. Have you ever seen a Cutthroat Kitchen?
Yes.
So there was this, I mean, like, you know, most of the time they have, like, restaurant owners and food authors and whatever, but this one particular episode, there was this woman, she was like, I'm a housewife, I go to cooking competitions. Like, I kick ass and I make, like, 60 grand a year by winning fucking cooking competitions. And I'm going, oh, hey, you know, if that's a thing...
Right?
What
Yeah,
have I been doing? This is where I need to be.
What have I been doing with my life?
I feel like I'm goddamn Mozart with a spoon. My dad's been training me to, like, taste and build dishes since I was 3. Yeah, this is my jam. This is... I've been going down the wrong path this whole time. So... You know, that plus everything else I'm working on. The hard cider, the card game, the, you know, you name it.
Where I make that city.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I'm looking to see where I'm settling this next city.
Oh.
Uh,
Sounded like you said you want to make that city, and I was like, I don't want to make a city, I just want to make money. Somebody wants to elect me mayor of, you know, Spoontown, then sure, but...
oh shit! When they come up with this new... When they come up with this new shit? I'm impressed, game.
I just fucked up.
I'm actually like really impressed with how much this game has changed since I last played it, because I didn't realize that they were still putting like a bunch of stuff in it. I think that's cool as hell. I mean, it's already such an in-depth game, like, Jesus Christ. Shit. Alright, let's see. Oh, no. Yeah, it killed the fuck out of me. Damn. Well, that's not good.
What happened? Somebody set you up the bomb?
No, somebody, There, I ran into, Cyclopses, and they fucking ruined my scout. And I was like, oh. You make me very sad. Rollin', 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 right. Is going. Everything is already going so wrong.
It's kind of like steering a huge boat with a tiny rudder. You can see where it's going, and you're trying to turn it, but you know, it still takes a while.
Right? Oh lord, am I not excited about this? My city's about ready to get a turked.
A turked?
Turked. Actually, I am sieged right now. Fuck.
Ooh, that's
And population. A member of my population was killed. Fantastic.
Sun Tzu said, "Do not lay siege to a city unless you can outlast them."
Oh, they gonna outlast me.
Oh, well.
They might be stronger than what I can do right now. See how this plays out.
So, I'm hoping I can get, like, once this shift happens, like, again, I'm trying to be honest here. Probably, unless, let's represent everything here. Unless something magical comes through and there is some sort of, like, nice solution to everything. If that doesn't happen, I'm just going to jack up my rates, like, astronomically as far as, like, what's considered around here. And most of my work is going to drop off. Okay. So with the free time, the first thing I'm going to do is fix up the house. And then I'm going to start pursuing some of these projects. And now and then I'm going to do an extended stream. Not just the ones in the evenings like I've been doing. I'm going to do some during the day. And maybe even 12-hour here or there. Because why not? Right?
Right.
Hope that boosts my numbers and helps pick things up. Which is going to be cool. You know, I mean, like, I've wondered for a while, like, how much my viewing stats are affected by the late hours. I mean, you know, I'm doing what I can now, but that might change when I have a bit more free time during the day. You know, whatever. I can do things besides games. I mean, like, I'm doing the the cooking, so let's cover some of that shit, right?
Right.
But would it be too weird to be like, you know, have some streams that are like, yeah, let's play games and talk about food?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about wanting to do like a podcast.
And that actually, I mean, like, I'm going to have more time, so I'm working on that. I started thinking about it last night. Call it like Scallywags After Hours. You know.
Okay.
When we wrap up and start jamming and just talking about whatever and fucking around, it's not necessarily on Twitch, and it's also,
And it's not unusual to be. Oh, sorry. Go on.
don't be sorry. That is cool, dude. Oh fuck! Hold on. Okay, so if we're not broadcasting this on Twitch, if we're doing an actual podcast that we're putting like on our website, or the big thing is like, you know, I read an article the other day talking about how podcasts are actually still a rather virgin market. I don't know how you make money with them, but I know that they are. We need to look into like how we can monetize it. That aside, if we can do that, and knowing how fresh it is, we can definitely take advantage of it. And all I have to do is get Audacity running to record what we're talking about. You know, get a capture of it. We don't need anything on screen. And then I can cut it up and edit out whatever the fuck we need. And I can get that done in a day. I mean, audio editing is no big deal. I mean, you heard what I did with some of the D&D campaign sessions we had, right?
Yeah, I was there. I've seen it.
No. The aftermath. Did when I like cut out the bullshit and like added in sound effects and music and shit?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, after the fact. Like I didn't.
Yes, I saw after you edited it and everything.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I saw the thing. I heard the thing.
All right, cool. Because I know we had put on like music and stuff when we were playing it, but it wasn't until like years later, after Renee and everything else, that I started like cutting things up. So I wasn't sure. Sorry about the confusion. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you know, and that's trying to like minimize, you know, keep a campaign entertaining with, well, like I said, all the other bullshit in there, going and you know, throwing this onto a podcast, which is basically dialogue and just cutting out the shit we don't want. Man, that's easy. I can knock that out in an hour or two. Probably 2 would be maximum. I mean, if everybody knows what they want omitted or what's like a bad component, then that's not even a big deal. Kiriko said he's done like community manager shit. Has he ever done marketing stuff? Say what?
I really have no idea. Whoops. Fuck that up.
Oh, at this juncture, nobody's watching me, so I'm gonna hit a quick pause on my game. You know, peace out, guys. Hope everybody's had a good evening stream. Whatever, whoever catches this later, I'm fucking done for the night. Later.